Hello and welcome to the Student Union and Event Services portion of the RSO Leader Training. Throughout this presentation, you will hear me use the acronym SUES, which stands for Student Union and Event Services. The Student Union and Event Services office is located in the Student Union on the 3rd floor in room 315. Our phone number is 702-895-4449. Our email is eventservices@unlv.edu. Our website is unlv.edu/eventservices. We can be contacted during business hours 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. If you leave us a message or an email outside of these business hours, we will be able to get back to you as soon as possible on the next business day. The purpose of this training is to inform registered student organizations of SUES policies and procedures in order to help ensure successful student events on campuses. Topics covered will be SUES managed spaces, our reservation processes, our pricing and fee structures, and our notable policies. To start off with our reservable spaces, we will go through the spaces inside the student union. This includes the ballroom, which is our largest meeting space that can be split into 3 sections or left whole using air walls. The Philip J. Cohen Theater, which is located on the 1st floor of the student union. This space does not permit any food and beverage. If you are looking to have food and beverage at your event in this space, you will also need to reserve an additional meeting room. Our conference rooms located on the 2nd floor can be configured in various layouts to accommodate a various number of attendees. Meeting room 208, much like the ballroom, can be split into 3 sections or left whole using air walls. This is one of our larger meeting spaces. The 1st floor of the student union is not reservable during fall and spring semesters. However, with approval through SUES, it can be reserved during breaks such as winter, spring, and summer. The eating bar located under the red stairs is reservable year-round. Later in this presentation, we will go through some of the maximum capacities and layouts that can be configured in these spaces. SUES also reserves some of the outdoor spaces on campus. These include PIDA Plaza, Courtyard, the Alumni Amphitheater, the SRWC Lawn, the Academic Mall, the Chem Lawn, and the intramural fields. Some of these spaces go offline for a portion of each semester to allow grounds to maintain the grass and complete reseeding. This timeline is usually November through April. An event coordinator will be assigned to any outdoor events on campus to help with planning and event details and in order to contact any necessary campus partners. SUES also helps to manage reservations in the Student Recreation and Wellness Center. The Student Recreation and Wellness Center has 2 meeting rooms located on the 1st floor. They also have the MAC courts located on the 1st floor with raised walls and netting, the basketball courts on the 3rd floor, and the swimming pool. In order to ensure there is proper lifeguard coverage depending on the expected attendee count, an additional charge may apply. In order to access any of the spaces outside of the meeting rooms that are past the gate in the Student Recreation and Wellness Center, you must present a student ID or membership. If guests of an event are not a student or member, they will need to purchase a day pass to get past the gate. SUES also helps to reserve academic classrooms on campus. We reserve space in the following classrooms: BEH, CBC, WRI, GUA, TBE, HEA, and BHS. Classroom reservations cannot be processed until approximately after the 2nd week of each semester. This is to allow for the registrar to finalize all academic class schedules. Some classroom spaces do not come with movable seating. If you are looking to have movable seating for your event, please indicate so on your request form. Extra equipment will be considered an equipment loan to all classroom spaces and may incur an additional fee. Classroom spaces come with a computer that can be accessed with an ACE account. Classroom technology will help with any technology issues or questions throughout your event. SUES also offers the following marketing opportunities inside the Student Union and some in the Student Recreation and Wellness Center. Banners, which can be indoor or outdoor and run Sunday through Saturday. Table tents, which run Sunday through Saturday. TV ads, which can run for up to 7 consecutive days. Marketing tables, which can be held within building hours. Window painting, which runs Sunday through Saturday, and the RSO is responsible for decorating and cleaning up. Elevator and bathroom ads, which run Sunday through Saturday. And donation boxes, which can run for up to 2 weeks, with the RSO being responsible for dropping off and picking up any items. RSOs are responsible for all marketing materials, including cost, drop-off, and pickup. Marketing opportunities can be reserved for up to 1 week at a time per reservation. Exceptions can be approved through the Student Union and Event Services Office. When reserving space through SUES, it is important to keep some of these timelines in mind. These deadlines ensure that our office has sufficient time to process the reservation, assign an event coordinator if applicable, and contact various campus partners if necessary. Large and outdoor event requests should be submitted 25 business days in advance. Small and medium meetings and event requests should be submitted 2 business days in advance. Cancellation requests should be submitted 4 business days in advance to ensure that no penalties occur. Change requests should be submitted at least 24 hours in advance if you are looking to have a full layout change of your reservation. When reserving space with Student Union and Event Services, it is important to know that your scheduling liaison must be listed as the primary contact. A secondary contact on the reservation may be someone that is not a scheduling liaison. However, if you are looking to make any changes to your scheduling liaisons in the UNLV Involvement Center page, you will need to contact Student Involvement and Activities. All of SUES's forms can be found at unlv.edu/eventservices/forms. These include the General Reservation Request form, which can reserve space in the Student Union, outdoor spaces, or the Student Recreation and Wellness Center. The Marketing Reservation Request form, which helps to reserve the marketing opportunities discussed earlier in this presentation. The General Purpose Classroom Request form, which helps to reserve academic classrooms on campus. The Cancellation/Change form, which can help you to make any updates, changes, or cancellations to your reservations. Equipment loans, equipment checkouts, and equipment rentals can be reserved through the Equipment Loan/Checkout/Rental form. Equipment loans and checkouts are for SUES equipment that you would like to take to a reservation on campus. Equipment rentals can be coordinated through SUES with a third-party company and will be charged at cost rate of the third-party company, without any additional discounts from SUES. When completing request forms, it is important to include as much and as accurate information as possible in order for SUES to be able to best build the reservation and provide a most accurate quote. Please provide alternative dates as space is limited and availability is not guaranteed. Submitting a request or speaking with SUES about availability does not mean that a reservation is set in stone or guaranteed. Additional information may be required and space is not guaranteed until a reservation summary has been sent out by SUES. Additional forms and information may be needed to be submitted depending on the event needs or request. Now we will go through some of the room layouts and capacities. Hollow Square is a layout which is configured with rectangular tables that can seat 2 to 3 people at each table. It's configured in a square setup. Horseshoe is a layout configured with rectangular tables that can seat 2 to 3 people per table. This is configured in a U shape. King tables of 12 and king tables of 8 are configured with rectangular tables pushed together. There can be 2 to 3 chairs on each side of the table. Crescent rounds of 6 and rounds of 8 are configured with 60-inch round tables. Crescent kings of 9 and crescent kings of 6 are similar to king tables and that they are configured with rectangular tables and can seat 2 to 3 people at each table. However, one side will be left open without chairs. Theater seating includes chairs placed in rows. Classroom seating includes chairs and tables placed in rows with up to 3 chairs at each table. Now we will go through the SUES fee structure. For equipment loans, RSOs will receive a 50% discounting on all equipment. The equipment loan drop-off/pickup fee is not discounted. Equipment rentals will not receive a discount through SUES, and an additional 12% management fee will apply. Marketing reservations will receive a 100% discount. However, the organization is responsible for the cost of printing of all materials. Academic classrooms will receive a 100% discount unless there's additional equipment required through an equipment loan. Most student organization events will fall under Tier 1 of our fee structure. This includes a 100% discount on room rate, a 100% discount on audiovisual and setup equipment, and a 75% discount on specialty items. All events under this tier are subject to a 12% management fee depending on the size and scope of the event. In order to be included in this tier, it must meet all of the following criteria. The event is created and developed by UNLV. The reservation is submitted, organized, and sponsored by a UNLV student, student group, or student life department. The audience of the event is primarily the UNLV community. Funding is paid by regular student or student organization methods. The event is not in partnership with any outside organizations. If a student organization is looking to partner with a department for a reservation, their event will fall under Tier 2. This means that you will receive a 90% discount on the room rate and a 75% discount on any audiovisual setup and specialty items. This again is subject to the 12% management fee depending on the size and scope of the event. If a student organization is looking to partner with an external group for a reservation, it will fall under Tier 3. This means that you will receive a 25% discount on the room rate and a 25% discount on any audiovisual setup and specialty equipment. These reservations will be subject to the 12% management fee. Priority scheduling is a process that SUES has put in place to help accommodate our growing needs of our student organizations. As space is limited in the student union and our other reservable spaces on campus, priority scheduling allows for student organizations to have a first chance to reserve spaces in marketing for the upcoming academic year. Priority usually lines up with the first week back from spring break. When submitting reservations during priority scheduling, please ensure your organization's scheduling liaisons are up to date and that at least one contact on the reservation will remain in the organization by the date of the event. Now we will go through some of SUE's notable policies and procedures, starting with the late cancellation, late show, and no-show policy. If an event is not canceled within the 4 business day window prior to the event date, if the client shows up more than 15 minutes late to a reservation or does not show up at all, the RSO will be subject to our late or no-show process. This process remains in place for each organization for the duration of each semester and is broken down into 3 notices. The first notice will include a warning letter. The second notice will include a warning letter and a $25 fee. The third notice will include a warning letter, a $25 fee, and all of the remaining events for the semester will be canceled. The RSO will not be able to book again until the following semester. An email and letter will be sent out with each notice. RSOs will have the opportunity to provide proof of event attendance, but is at the discretion of SUES on how to proceed. Recurring reservations. Each student organization is allowed up to 2 recurring reservations per semester. Free speech and advocacy, commercial marketing, and sponsorships. There are no specified areas for free speech on campus. This may occur in all outdoor spaces. SUES also does not deliver any equipment to non-reservable spaces on campus. A reservation is required only if you are working with or promoting an external organization that will be handing out samples, products, or selling anything. The external group must pay a marketing fee and provide insurance documentation. If a group is selling anything, a copy of their business license will be required. All sponsorships must be declared to SUES, and additional information may be required. Presenters, speakers, and media. A question will be asked on the reservation form if any presenters, speakers, or media will be notified or present at an event. SUES must be informed at least 15 business days prior to the event's start date of any changes or additions. SUES reserves the right to deny any presenter, speaker, or media requests. That wraps up the Student Union and Event Services portion of the RSO Leader Training. For any additional information regarding space, reservations, or building policies, please visit unlv.edu/event services. You can also contact the Student Union and Event Services front desk via phone at 702-895-4449, via email at eventservices@unlv.edu, or you can visit the office at SU 315. Thank you.